Gule Wamkulu and the Honest Mask. Welcome to another story from our series, African Myths and Faith, Stories for Kids and Adults. Today, we journey to the heart of Southern Africa, to the land of the Chua people in Malawi. Here, tradition, dance, and community come together in a powerful way. Our story centers on the Gule Wamkulu, an ancient and sacred dance performed by masked dancers who represent spirits and ancestors. Now, the Gule Wamkulu isn't just a dance, it's a rite, a ceremony that connects the living with the invisible world. The dancers wear elaborate masks, each telling a story, each carrying deep meaning. These masks aren't costumes for fun, they are sacred objects, symbols of respect, mystery, and power. Our main character is a young dancer named Chikandi. He's new to the Gule Wamkulu troupe, eager and full of energy. Chikandi comes from a small village near Lake Malawi, where the Gule Wamkulu dance is both a spiritual tradition and a way to teach values like respect, courage, and responsibility. This story takes place during a festival season, a time when the whole village gathers to honor their ancestors and celebrate the cycle of life. The dancers prepare for weeks, learning the steps, the rhythms, and, most importantly, the meaning behind their masks. One evening, right before the big performance, something unexpected happens. Chikandi, still learning the weight of tradition, played a prank earlier that day. He had sneakily swapped his neighbor's clay cooking pot with a cracked one. It was meant to be a joke, just a little fun. But when his neighbor tried to cook with the cracked pot, the fire flared too high and the pot broke completely. The neighbor was upset, and Chikandi felt bad deep down, but was too embarrassed to admit it. As the dancers gathered in the circle, the elders reminded everyone that the Gule Wamkulu dance is not just about movement and music. It is a sacred play, a responsibility. The mask each dancer wears is a symbol of the spirit they represent and the community they serve. To wear the mask is to carry the truth of the people and to act with honor. When it was Chikandi's turn to perform, he felt the mask heavy on his face not just because of its weight, but because of the secret he carried. As the dance began, Chikandi moved through the steps, but his heart wasn't in it. The energy wasn't right. Then, in a moment that surprised everyone, Chikandi stopped mid-dance and carefully removed his mask. The circle fell silent. With a clear voice, he confessed the prank and apologized for the hurt it caused. The elders looked at him kindly. One of them said, "Chikandi, the mask is not just a cover. It is a promise to be honest, to be responsible, and to honor the community. Your honesty now makes the dance stronger, not weaker." Chikandi's courage to tell the truth brought a new energy to the circle. The dance resumed, more powerful and joyful than before. It was a clear reminder that honesty and responsibility are as important as skill and tradition in sacred play. So what can we take from this story? Just like Chikandi learned, when we take on a role, whether it's at school, at home, or in the community, we have a responsibility to be truthful and respectful. Sometimes it's easy to hide mistakes behind a mask, but real strength comes from admitting when we're wrong and making things right. And here's a little activity you can try. Inspired by the Gule Wamkulu dancers, create your own mask ethics charter. Think about the qualities you believe are important when you take on a role, like honesty, respect, kindness, or responsibility. Write them down or draw symbols that remind you of these values. Whenever you put on a mask, whether it's for a game, a play, or even when you act like someone you admire, remember your charter and let it guide your actions. Thank you for joining me today in this story from the Chua people of Malawi. May the lesson of the honest mask stay with you, reminding us all that the greatest power lies in truth and responsibility. Until next time, keep your heart open and your spirit strong.